Buongiorno. As you can tell, we're back in the Catania area. We had a beautiful trip of the West Coast with quite a fun group. It was a whirlwind trip. Absolutely beautiful scenes. Of course, Sicily speaks for itself. Delicious foods. Our guides were great. Hotel top notch. Oh, that vista in the morning and evening was just glorious.
I'm sitting here sweating my you-know-what's off. Could I say you-know-what's? My you-know-what's, and guess what? Thank God for ice cubes, because the ice cubes are in my boxes right now, and I'm doing just fine.
There's the Alfred we love and know. What's been one of your favorite things of the West Coast tour?
You know, everything is fine. First of all, as you said, the people were just unbelievable.
Super fun group.
They were just great people. The food was surprisingly excellent. That's one of the big things I was shocked about, was the quality of the restaurants that you chose us to go to. The food was just unbelievable.
You were shocked?
One thing that I didn't like, but I knew for many years, is that the consistency of the granita there is not up to par with the consistency of the granita here. It's much grainier. It's like little pieces of ice in it. So I had to stay away from it, except for like 5 times.
To keep you cool.
Just
but our West Coast tour, and by the way, we're going to repeat it in 2025, covers Palermo, Monreale, Segesta, Cefalu, beautiful Vito Lo Capo, which is one of our favorites, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. And of course, our home base is Castellammare del Golfo, and we'll do day trips from there. It is a very nice and complete tour. You get to see a lot of Sicily, really sample the flavors, the sights, the sounds of Sicily. So it's a great tour.
To me, it's relaxing. Honestly, right in front of the hotel, they have a structure where you can sit and relax and have dinner. And I would get up in the morning and watch the sunrise over, the horizon with all the boats in the bay. It's probably one of the most cerebral moments that I have on all these trips. It's just a great time, and I can really endorse that. And we're only going to take, what, 10 people next year, 12 people?
14 max.
14 max, okay? So if you're thinking about coming to Sicily, then you need to put that one near the top of your list. I mean, the May tour next year here on the East Coast is good. Same thing with the October trip here is good. And we're going to be doing a new tour, right? We're putting it together right now. That's going to be
September tour.
A September tour that's covering the area between Messina, actually Giardini Naxos, up to Messina, and across the top portion of Sicily to Cefalu, taking into consideration all those places,
Aeolian Islands.
And the Aeolian Islands.
And from Cefalu, we're going to go to Castellammare, which is one of our favorites.
And that's going to be another 10 people type of a thing, excuse me. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with the touring stuff. And, of course, this is our busy season right now. So, Esther, I have to ask you a question, okay? Yeah. What's going on this week and next week?
Well, first of all, before we do that, let's go. One of the things that we do is a little cooking demo. And we happen to have made pasta, macaroni from scratch, and also she shows us how to make gnocchi and also bussiata, which is the typical pasta from the Trapani area. So we're going to do hands-on cooking, and then wait till you see what we have for dinner. We are rolling the pasta. Macaroni, come fa? Huh? Con farina.
Farina di semola di grano duro, acqua e si impastano.
E basta. Let's get to work.
Non schiacciando forte.
Don't do very strong, very lightly. And then you start rolling it out. Roll it.
Poi va a girare.
Then turn it.
Okay.
So before you start rolling, you got to put a little bit of olive oil.
You take my
Everyone's working hard because we got to make dinner for tomorrow, so we got to make at least 2 of these.
Slide it off.
Come si fa? Gnocchi.
That's what I'm saying.
Così. Okay, so this has 2 parts, a thicker and a thinner. And so the work should be done in the thicker part, and then it slides down.
Oh, maybe that's my favorite.
This is the buzziata, and so that's the gnocchi and the macaroni. So we're doing all types of pasta here.
Right.
This actually,
But this should be with potato.
Everything for pasta making. So
You just ate it raw.
that's
the best.
Does it taste like your grandmother's?
Oh yeah, it's good.
Remind me your grandmother was from?
Vangonera.
Vangonera.
In Anna, Calapepe.
Joe, I know your grandmother used to do it like this with a broomstick.
She used a broomstick to spread it all out. Then she'd cut it in strips about this wide. And then take them and she'd put sheets on various places in the house. I remember a couple of beds. And put them on there to dry. I used to like to sneak in because I like to eat it raw.
Raw.
So I would eat it raw.
And so what did she do? Did she make like a pasta with sauce, with tomatoes?
Yeah, basic pasta sugo.
Sugo. And then ragu, of course, is the one with the meat in it.
Yeah.
And here is our aperitivo. Here's a Sicilian salad. All types of delicious cold cuts.
the best part of this
Ricotta salata, piotta. Okay, we have arancini, panella, salata siciliano, e poi this is salumi. There's the caponata, my broccoli, and sfincione. And this is what our appetizers look like. And there's the pasta we made. E sale? Sale. Now I know not everyone puts salt in their pasta water, but Juicy does. 24 hours later, and it's nice and hard. They have to separate them. Wow, nice and hard. Very slowly. They have to separate them. Quanti minuti dopo?
Diciamo che hanno cotto almeno quei 5 minuti abbondanti perché non erano tutti della stessa dimensione.
No, they're not all the same size, so we did a little bit of mix. Okay, I can't help myself get into the kitchen. Look at this tomato sauce. Fresh made by Juicy. And now we're gonna mix it up. And here we go, ready for cena.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
So you get a little bit of a taste about our West Coast tour. Of course, we have the East Coast as well, but all around, you know what makes it so special? Sicily and our travelers. It was really a great group, lots of fun.
You know, speaking about our travelers, I guess it's a good time now to talk about what happened with Travis Harrison and Christine Harrison and the Sicilian Project this last week, Esther. We had a couple of interesting things. First of all, Esther will show you shortly the picking of the winner of the lottery that the Sicilian Project had, which made us enough money, that's the Sicilian Project, to pay for 3 whole classes, okay? So what happened was that one of our travelers, actually 2 of them, Travis Harrison and Christine Harrison, won.
How ironic is that? They were on the tour with us. And by the way, it's not their first time, second time, third time, I think 4th time. And they just happened to win while they're touring with us.
And to make a long story short, the next morning after I informed him, I went up to him, I said, "You?" He didn't know what I was talking about. I said, "You?" But I informed him that at breakfast that he had won. And the next morning, he said to me, "Look, Chris and I talked about it. We wanted to donate the money back to the Sicilian Project." So the Sicilian Project now has made over almost $8,000 clear, thanks to Travis and Chris. And the next 3 classes, which pays for all our classes for the rest of this year.
By the way, for those people who don't know what the Sicilian Project is, that's our nonprofit. So besides You, Me, and Sicily, where we do videos and tours, we have our nonprofit that Alfred started many years ago to provide education free of charge for Sicilian children. And we also donate to different projects that we deem important across the island. So this chunk of money will go directly into funding some of these projects, into funding some of these classes, etc.
One of the classes we're doing for the first time in Kanikati this year is going to be a class to teach English to business professionals, people who own restaurants or bars and things like that, or businesses, which has always been one of our goals. And our teacher from Kanikati, Bridget, and her daughter Kelly are going to be doing it for us.
We've done a fantastic job for years now.
Why don't you watch the video quickly?
Oh, of the drawing.
Yeah, of the drawing right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We are at Dia Bruzzo in Denton with Chef Giacomo Santorelli, also known as Jack. He's going to do the honors of actually pulling and drawing the raffle number for the Sicilian Project. We've had over 65 donors and we've raised over $7,000. And this is a 60-40 raffle. And again, we look forward to seeing who which the winning number is going to be here. So with that,
let's go.
Anything you'd like to say?
No, I appreciate the honor. It's great.
Very good. And here we go. We're going to pull the number. The last three numbers, please.
046.
Number 46. And we're going to let Giacomo call out the name. Who's 46?
Travis Harrison.
And where's Travis from?
From Houston.
Houston, Texas. All righty. Sue, would you like to say a few words?
We're excited about the Sicilian Project because it gives Sicilian children the opportunity to improve their English skills and hopefully create a better workforce for Sicily and for all of Italy as they become bilingual and have better job opportunities. So we're delighted to participate and be part of the Sicilian Project. Thank you. And we have a gift for you.
Oh, okay.
You don't think we need to
Oh, it's just...
thank you. I know how busy you are.
No, it's my pleasure.
There we go.
Oh, great. Love that.
All right.
Great. And you're married?
No.
Your wife? Your daughter?
Who are you standing with, me or them? No, my wife's flying. She's not here.
All right.
Oh, actually, this is for her. But I'll put it in the box and I'll put it up on the wall.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
I'll do that. I'll put it up on the wall. Yeah, I'll put it up on the wall. And this is all from our shelf. Right? My pleasure.
Yeah. You still filming?
Yeah.
There's that winning number that Jack pulled. Fantastic. And let's just get number 46 on here, just to do everything on the up and up here. 46. And the most important page that I did not do is right here, the winnings. Right there. We raised $7,750, $3,100 for Travis.
Wow.
Fantastic.
What are the odds that this drawing was in Texas and the winners weren't from Houston and they happened to be in Sicily with us? What are the odds?
Here's even a better story about Travis and Chris. In San Vito Lo Capo, which Chris later said to me was the best beach he's ever been to, I had written about San Vito previously in one of my books. And there were 4 things that I had written about that both Travis and Chris decided to do. The last being, of course, going onto the beach, the spectacular Caribbean-like beach, okay? But also I had suggested to them to do what, Esther? To go and have couscous. So they went at a beautiful restaurant there and they had fish couscous that was just out of this world, right? Then what did I ask them to do? I asked them to have a granita there and a cannolo. So they ended up having a cannolo there from where?
Piana d'Albanese, which was a surprise to them, which we've never even heard about, that they had Piana Albanese, which is in the province of Palermo, and they have the award-winning for the longest and biggest cannoli in the world.
And then the 4th thing I had suggested for them to do was to have their famous dessert that's served at the gelaterias called caldo freddo, which is essentially is a large sundae type thing with gelato and chocolate on top of it in a cookie. So they hit a grand slam home run when they were in San Vito Lo Capo. They had a very excellent day there, Esther.
And of course, we had them on our video from San Vito Lo Capo, which we published, and I'll leave you a link in the description. So all in all, a great tour and very successful for the Sicilian Project.
Okay, on a completely different matter, quite serious now, whoever's thinking about becoming a citizen, and a dual citizen under jure sanguis, by blood, you better listen to what I'm going to say for the next couple of minutes, okay? It's hugely important because it looks like the Italian Parliament is about ready to change the laws. It's in the Italian Parliament right now, and it actually has the support of the majority of the Italian Parliament, okay? And this is caused by the influx of applications from South America and Mexico on jure sanguis, which has completely overwhelmed all the consulates, okay? As you know, if you want to apply, you have to wait a couple of years just to get an appointment. So due to that and the migrant issue in general, they're clamping down. And to me, it's a pretty draconian law that has the support of a lot of people. This is to get a jure sanguis degree. For example, now, if this legislation gets passed, you're going to have to pass a B1 Italian language test and get a diploma or a certification from that. Isn't that scary? Number two...
Well, what's a B1? Why don't you explain to people what a B1 is?
You have to have the ability to read and write in Italian, okay? And talk in Italian, all right? It's something like if you go to a high school or college and you're taking, not French 1 or Italian 1 or Italian 2. It's probably like Italian 2 to Italian 3. You have to read it, speak it, and write it, okay? That's scary. Number two, you have to live here for a year. There's now going to be a 1-year residency requirement.
Not for everyone, depending on the tier, correct? There are different tiers.
No, if you're going to apply for JS according to the legislation, and it may be changed or amended. Let me say that, okay? You have to come here for a year. Now, as far as the tiers that she was alluding to, right now you can go all the way back to 1861, the day the Italian government, as we know it, that we overthrew the Spanish and so forth. Now they're going to limit how far you can go back.
That's scary.
Yeah, it's scary. So what you need to do is you need to do some research on this stuff and keep your eyeballs on it, all right?
I think we should do another update in a few months once they pass it with you.
Correct. But go to Google and search proposed changes to Italian jure sanguis citizenship, okay? There are many articles out there. The more you learn, the better. Personally speaking, if you have all your stuff ready now, you need to come here and do it before they even change that. Now, people say that's too expensive. Well, guess what? If you were going to become a U.S. citizen, okay, from Italy or Germany, France, Spain, no matter what, you're going to be able to spend, or you're going to have to spend someplace between $50,000 and $25,000 for a U.S. citizenship. It's not too expensive comparing that way. It'd be about $7,000 by the time you figure out coming here, renting an apartment, etc., okay? Staying here for 6 months. But if you want to become a citizen, do it. That's what my view is. So they're trying to...
I think we should do something a little bit deeper on this, but that's very valuable advice.
I just wanted to give you all a heads up, a big heads up right now, because I don't want you to be heartbroken. No, measure 9 times, cut once. How many times do I say that?
We have to do a whole video on Alfredism sayings. On that note, thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, we're going to have much more on what Alfred was talking about and updates on everything. So thanks for being here. Buona Domenica if you're watching this on Sunday. And what else?
Go Elephants! The Catania Elephants are playing. If they win today, they got to go to the championship Super Bowl of the 3rd Division. So go Elephants!
See you in another video. Ciao!